Yorana, and welcome to FM Tahiti. Hope you're all doing well. So we've come back straight away, more or less, for the next couple of matches. So you've got the Huhin Islanders, the Eels, and then Moria, which I'll probably play. Just because they're two, fairly high pedigree teams. I think I've focused on them in the past as well. So I think the Moria match and the Huhi match earlier on, I think we actually recorded two, just because they're a good yardstick to measure ourselves against, even though they are 5th and 6th. If we can do well against them, we've got a good chance generally. But also because of sheer laziness and opportunity, I've got an hour or so to record, so I might as well try and get a few bits in and then skip ahead towards the OCL later on so I can get some videos up. But I think they'll be good matches. So you've got the Eels first. We're going away to play them. It should be time to make some changes. So Bothwell's coming off, Smith's going in. Gerard's technically coming back from injury, so we'll put him on. I'm going to start Andre instead of Spearling because I got a message saying that Andre needs more first team action to try and make sure he develops, so I don't want to stifle him too much. I mean, we won't drop out the qualification spot, that's not how it works, but let's go for that. The transfer window's open. I'm not looking to bring anyone in just because of how horribly poor we are. We can't really afford for the squad to get too bloated because we can't really shift people for that much money, if any money at all. And I did make a bit of a mistake, so I've got a few players out on loan. And I had a few offers come in for a few more players to go out on loan, and a couple of offers came in for Bothwell, who's been in net. Go on, Bolt, get it forward. Not as successful as it could have been. Matthew's a good player. Talks about him leaving and going somewhere else. Swings in, get it out. Okay, that'll do. So yeah, there was a couple of offers for Bothwell, who'd been our keeper whilst Ahmed's away. So he's had some Premiership experience. He's been able to develop a little bit. Come on, get it out, lads. Tissot with the curved shot. So these offers came in, and just because I thought they were standard loan offers, I rejected them. Because I thought I might as well keep him around, because he's done okay. And we'll give him more chance to develop. But when I rejected them, I realised one of them had the kind of details where it said they were offering something like £625 a week. Week or a month? Something like that. Delatre. Assisted by John O. Chadwick as well. I always want to buy who never wants to come to me. I don't want to see this again. We're not playing that well either by the looks of it. No shots. Okay, one shot now. So yeah, I think it was Skybright's offered something like 625 or 640. Come on, Yannin, chase him down. And he's only on about 140 a week, so that's not them just covering his wage. They're something like a little bit extra, so I think they probably wanted to pay like 120% of his wage. I think is how that would look. So actually I wish I'd said yes, because that would have covered his wage, made us a tiny amount of money. It wouldn't have stopped things. But I've also got another good keeper. Go on, wait. Oh, good tackle. Yeah, I've got another good keeper in the 23s who could come through for backups. I didn't need Bothwell to be there. Okay, we're getting back into it. Bolt with a shot. This could be the hangover after qualifying for the continental competition. They're already thinking about the travelling they're going to have to do. I don't know where it's being hosted this year. I'll check that after this. It'll be in the last video, but I wouldn't have if I didn't clock where it was. Okay, Ace Chance and Taha. Ace Chance are the kind of dark horses of this season. They're going to either put a really good run in. Let's bring in Gerard. They're either going to put a good run in and maybe challenge Taha and knock us out of the way, or they're going to drop off if they don't keep hold of their players. So because it's the transfer window, there's a good chance people are going to come in and try and poach a few. Go on, Yanin. Go on. Go. Well, he had a couple of attempts, neither went in. These Huahine sneak up as well if they win. 38 points. Makes it quite tight there. Yeah, a bit quiet. Oh, good tackle. Which always seems to dive in. It's not part of his skill set, but he does it. That's another good dive. Go on, Andre. Do something. I think Andre might have to come off for spearing. Go along, McIntyre. Yanin's through. Is that the post? That is unlucky. A couple of minutes and I'll bring Andre off, I think. Go long, go long. I've been a mistake bringing oh, yeah, there we go. I was literally about to say it might have been a mistake bringing Jared on. Maybe he's not fit enough for this. Maybe he's just a little bit off the pace, but actually, apparently not. Apparently he's perfectly set up to nick sloppy touches off people. Show Yanin how it's done. Bit of competition. Right, there we go. Let's bring Spearling on for Andre. He's been doing alright. And I think the next sub might be Douglas on for Richards. See, Richards is good. That's his weight. I like them both. But I kind of feel like Richards needs a bit of... He's played a lot of matches. I might need to freshen things up and have Douglas play a little bit more. Just for some fresh legs. See, winger being replaced by the young winger. Young legs. I think considering our start, I'd be happy with a draw. Let's go on Spearling. Jared's quite tall. I always forget that. Someone get the ball back so we can make this our highlight rather than theirs. Go long, McIntyre. Jared gets it down. Yanin's away. I mean, the move was good. Yanin's shot seemed to break the laws of physics as it came off the keeper, which I've noticed a lot more since the patch. Jared manages to get it down. True target man style. Puts the pressing forward through. Then it spanks off Halligan's hand. Okay. That's even better than a draw. I'll definitely take 2-1. Generous 2-1. But Gerard influential in both goals. See, that said, I don't think I'm going to start him against Moria just to try and ease him in again. I don't want him to get injured too quickly. Or again, or too often, I should say. So that keeps us in second with 44. AS Chance lost against Taha in the end, so we got a bit of a gap. Taha still had the opportunity to put a gap between them and us too, so it's starting to split a bit. Huahine lost out on the chance to get back into contention. Let's just quickly look at Oceania again. Hosts will be New Zealand. So instead of going to Fiji, we're going to New Zealand this time. I think technically we can, at some point, host it as well. So it could come to Tahiti. But what I'm going to do then is I'm going to pause and I'm going to come back for the Moorea match, see how we do against them. Okay, so we're back slightly earlier than I planned, just because we've had a bit of a development. Kind of unexpected. So I've just had an offer come in from the Eels for a player of ours called Tuchin, Jack Tuchin, or Tuchin, however you want to go about it. So this is Jack, and I was hoping he'd be kind of like a long-term option for the right wing. So maybe as Waite and Manuel rotate, bring Tuchin in for a bit. He's played in the Super Cup as a sub, played in the UCA Pro Trophy as a sub, but then mainly just in the under-23, so he's not had much first-team opportunities, but he's got potential. His physicals kind of there, his mentals, for some of them there, so he's got aggression, which is what we need, determination for like, teamwork's always useful, but there's some other ones he's not quite there with. Crossing and dribbling, it's alright, technique and passing are okay-ish, considering he's 17. So, they've come in with this bid of 2.9 in instalments, so 3 instalments of £175, 4.2 up front, which would make him a record. And then if he makes 1 international appearance, we get another 1.7, 10 goals, 1.7. So potential excess apparently, or 40% sell on as well, of 12,000, just over 12,000. It's a lot. And he's got potential, but we don't need him yet. So what I might try and do is just see if I can negotiate this up a tiny bit. Because on one hand, it's not going to change our financial situation much. On the other hand, he kind of wants to go because they're one of the bigger clubs. And yeah, basically, I want to see if they'll go for it. I want to get some money moving. So let's try this. That's for 6, which I know seems like a tiny amount. 4, so push it up to just over 15. Let's go a bit more. So get it to just over 16. This might all be a bit greedy now. Oh, we negotiate. Does that mean they don't come back straight away? We'll see. If they agree to all of that, then I'll agree. Fair's fair. What? Bora Bora want me to be their manager? Bora Bora. So they won the Premiership in 2020. Runners up in the Super Cup, runners up in the Inter-Island Cup. Technically, they've got better silverware than we've got. But, I mean, I kind of want to attend just to see what they're going to offer. I also don't want to piss off my board. So no, we're not ready to leave Rurutu yet, but that's nice. That's our first offer. Tuchin, they will pay. They agree to everything. Yes. See you later, Tuchin. I mean, it might be a mistake in the long run if he's amazing, but even then, he's like, I've got other options. Other options you can do as well. If he wants to go, he can go. But we've got others. Others who can do the job. He has made a senior appearance for us in the past. That's the thing, he's full of potential. But I'm not going to give him a go for a bit, so he might as well go. So good attendance expected apparently against Moorea. The assistants do that. I always do that with those ones. Let's see how it goes against Moorea. Gerard, oh yeah. So I wasn't going to start him because I wanted to rest him anyway. But then he got a virus, so I had to send him home, so it didn't spread, which is a bit of a pain. We'll go with this. More or less the same team starting as last time. Well, it is the same team starting as we had start against the Eels. We don't have Gerard's magic on the bench. 1 goal, 1 assist last time. Moria won the very first Premiership. Oh, go on, Jan, and get in. They won the very first title, and since then they've been up and around. They got to the final of the OCL as well, I think. But they've not been able to... Oh, Jan, just wide. They've not been able to stamp their dominance on the season domestically. Or let's say, on the domestic season, so they're not a powerhouse. Well, not a complete powerhouse. They've got 1 title, some of the regional cups, some of the super cups, but no one team's ever retained the title yet. So that's going to be interesting. And currently, it looks like there'll be another new title winner, because the top 3 currently, none of the top 3, including us, have won the Premiership title before. So if one of us wins it, you've got to go down to 4th, 5th and 6th to see past winners. Interesting that Bora Bora came in for us there. Means we're getting attention, liking what we're doing, even if we don't have any coaching badges beyond whatever it is you start with as the lowest one, because we have no money to spend on that. Spearling on for Andre again. Just giving Andre a few starts. Narandona's apparently unhappy about his lack of football. I'm unhappy that he won't free a normal contract. Long throw in there by McIntyre. On someone. A bit narrow there. Not a bad effort by Richards. I wish he was kind of more out on the wing so he could cross it in rather than being the recipient. Yeah, so Narandona's a bit upset. I got someone to talk to him. I think it was Lamb who went and spoke to him and talked him down. I would be sad if Narandona went, because he's been a part of the club since the start. Not that we're that far into it or anything, but his fictional brother Jordan Naran had left in the first season, so he might end up leaving as well, and we'll just have to track his career when that happens. See whether he makes it for himself. Let's make some subs. See if something will happen. Chisholm. Come on, get it back. Charge him down. Go on, Douglas. Oh, almost Chisholm with his first touch. Taha having a great season. I don't think the way they're playing is going to be very difficult for us to actually stop them. But we'll see what the OCL matches do to them. They might drop off a bit. I mean, we might as well, because title's not going to be our priority, the OCL. Which seems really counterintuitive, but we just need the money from it. Far from pleased. Fire him up. That's it, treat him mean. there we go. Moria, Bora Bora, Huahine. Don't think any of them are going to win it this season. Takes something spectacular. Well, not spectacular, it's not that big a gap, I guess, for Bora Bora. But it would be unexpected. So, we'll leave things here, and I'll probably come back for maybe the Bora Bora match, but we'll see. So February, I imagine, is going to become a very long month with the OCL. It did last year, not last year, but last time we're in the OCL. But we'll probably do the Bora Bora match and then start something else as well. Right, so thanks for watching the episode. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all later.